Hi guys. So today I want to talk about recarnation. So let's just start from the beginning. So if you don't hit your Christ consciousness, you will recarnate. So when I was, on the other side, that was very clear to me that if we don't do our Christ consciousness, our spiritual awakening, and hit our 144 frequency, God's frequency, we won't be one with God. We won't be able to bring spirit onto this planet through us if we don't. So, the way things are going, if we keep going and we keep fighting for justice and keep fighting for our truths and keep healing ourselves, spirit will come right through us and be on this planet. Now, the goal that we're getting to is the second that you're born, you will be able to go and go to the school of spiritual magic. What I'm teaching. They will go through the courses. They will do all the spiritual awakening and the Christ consciousness. They will learn all them lessons. They will learn how to be self-sufficient. Okay? They will learn a trade. They will learn all this fantastic lessons mentally, and physically and spiritually. And this is where we need to go. So by the age of 7, these kids should be self-sufficient, and be able to live the rest of their lives, without fear. And they'll have boundaries, they'll have alchemy to be able to deal with their pain inside. They will have forgiveness. They will have self-love. There's a lot that they will have. So this is the goal we're getting to. So until we get to that point to where every kid that comes back on this planet learns how to automatically go through the spiritual awakening in Christ consciousness, you're going to reincarnate. So everyone that you've ever known, and your family, friends, whatever, they're going to have a period of time to look back into their lives and realize what they haven't done and what they have done. And then they will be reincarnated right back on this planet. So most of the people, like your grandparents, your brothers, sisters, moms, dads, whatever, they are back on this planet already, And they could come in another form of the family. Or they could come as an animal. They could come as a tree. They could come however they want to come, but they will come. And I would have to say 90% of them will come back human, someone that to help you break your curse. They come back so they can help you. But, of course, just like us, you come back with amnesia. You can't remember what you were supposed to do on this planet, and that's why I'm here. I went through what I went through. I am the 144, and I am here to teach you how to do all this. So, for you to even start, you have to start with cleaning your body out. You have to clean that pineal gland out, and that is where the Holy Spirit resides. Can't go anywhere without that. So, to tap in, you have to cleanse your body out. So, of course, you want to do your, get your metal cleanse and parasite cleanse. Once you do that, your pineal gland will be cleaned out and spirit will be ready to tap in on you, but in the meantime, you can learn your lessons that I could teach you, and those are alchemy. Each day, or each week, I could teach you something, and we will be specific on just one subject. That way we can all kind of grow together, okay? So, the first thing that I'm going to start teaching you is your boundaries. And boundaries isn't just getting rid of people, it's sticking up for yourself and saying no when you don't want to, when you don't want to do what you want to do, you know what I mean? And having no fear. And yes, leaving people behind, and because they no longer serve you, they're not going places that you're going. A lot of them will stay stagnant, guys. They will stay in the 3D. They will keep going around in a circle the rest of their lives. We are here to break their circle. Okay, that's our first curse breaker. For you to start healing, that is a curse breaker. No one in your family's ever healed before, even tried. So the fact that you're stepping up and trying, you are breaking curses every day. So be proud of yourself on that, okay? It just, it doesn't get easier. It'll get harder, because what you need to understand is our brain is like a battery, and we have to give it water, okay? So, in able to give it the energy that it needs, we have to heal ourselves. And the more we heal ourselves, the more energy our brain gets. And that's like raising the frequency. So that will wake up God inside of you. And you will see things. Each lesson that you go through, Spirit will show you things that no other people will see. Okay? And the thing about these lessons, guys, is that you will receive gifts. Don't forget that. You have magic inside of you. But your gifts will be different than my gifts. Not one person on this planet has the same gifts, because not one of us has gone through the same thing. Okay? We've all lived different lives, so therefore each one of our lessons, each one of our gifts that we will be teaching you, that we healed from, like me, my lessons were, my curses and all that good stuff was, cancer, sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. It was alcoholism, drug addiction, it was stuff like that I had to work through. Narcissism, I was raised in a family of narcissists, and I am an empath. I am the only empath. So, you have to learn and master all these lessons and able to not be affected by anything. So it's baby steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on some paperwork for you guys and give you more direction. Okay, now that I believe that more of you guys are ready for this, and you guys are ready to step up and heal, and you're seeing the church is false and you're kind of lost and not where to go, you have to go within yourself. So if you feel lost, you just pray, but you pray to yourself. You don't go to a church. You don't go anywhere outside of your body, okay? Because God is within inside of you. So don't forget that. You want to love yourself, pamper yourself, do something for yourself, or give to someone else, Love is our religion. Love. And that's it, We give, we love. We experience the pain of everybody else, showing love and feeling empathy, that's love. Everything is love, and you will get to that. And, but you got to go through the darkness to get through the light. And we'll go through all of this, but I'm going to start doing week by week. 1 week will be like the boundaries, and the next thing will be working on your fear. And then, so we'll go on like that, so we can all work on this together and grow. Okay, and we'll get it going, guys. I love you. Have a good day.